Today on the show, we are going to be talking movies and axe throwing at the Golden Axe downtown. And Trip, as always, has fun news to tell us, including you're about to get married.
And for the first and only time.
All this and more happening right here, right now on Talk 365 TV right now.
And welcome back to the show. Trip Mitchell, Holly Love. I have avoided bringing cakes to the studio, but
what are you doing, man? And this is not even a wedding cake.
The girls have their first day of school.
Yes.
So I figured
it was a big day today.
Having a cake when they get home would be very nice. Now it'll be missing a slice.
That is super sweet of you, Uncle Trip.
But here's the thing: is that all the Smiths do this. They put out their old cakes, and I get a lot of garbage for it, but
over the years we have an entire playlist of Trip and his cake situation.
So I have not bought a cake in well over a year, but
You've been good.
I go by and look at them. Every Smith's I go by the bakery thing. It is like it's torment, and I do it.
It's your addiction. You love it. I mean, it's not a horrible addiction. There could be worse things that you're tempted by.
But sugar is, anyway.
Love it.
Yeah, and
sugar is, they say, worse than crack. It's a tough one to kick.
And so this literally is the first cake I bought, and I went to the line, and it was funny because, the world's worst thing in the world is you have a ton of groceries, and this poor woman's credit card didn't work.
Oh, no.
And she was with her kid.
Because of the Visa and the Smiths, probably that whole drama.
I ordered a MasterCard just for Smiths.
It's so, Smiths, please work it out. Come on, man. Anywho, okay, so did you know that the AC broke at the studio a week ago?
I did not.
So it was super hot. I was blow drying my hair, getting ready to shoot, and sweating profusely and thinking, man, it's not coming out very well. It seems sort of warm. And then ran about my day, had a bunch of meetings, came back. The place was 85 degrees, so hot. Called a few places. They were telling me it would take them at least 3 to 5 days before they'd get here. We called Just Right because I've had meetings with Tom and Dan, who are the owners over there. They've been around for 30 years. They offer incredible technicians. They don't charge you, gouge you on prices. They give you the same price for parts as they have and fair price for their techs to come out and work for you. On a whim, I shot them a text and they're like, how about tomorrow at 2 o'clock? I was like, angels, heavens opened up. So Tom, Dan, everybody at Just Right, Mike, who was my technician who came over, he was here promptly at 2, if not a little bit before. It was affordable. I highly recommend them. They are incredible people, and they're a wonderful local business, so we love supporting local. Coming up next, what do we got, Trip?
We're going to talk a little bit about another local business, Antelope Island E-Bikes, and you and I are going to get up there in September and have some fun.
We'll talk about that and axe throwing right after this break.
It's Bath Wrap's Simply Transformative Celebration Sale. Call now and get $600 off your new tub or shower, plus a free designer upgrade worth $1,200. And call before the end of today's program and get a free Bath Wrap safety package. Bath Wraps can transform your tub or shower from something like this into something like this in just one day. Whether you're looking for a beautiful new tub or shower, the time is now to transform your old, outdated bathroom into the custom Bath Wrap's bathroom of your dreams. Choose from hundreds of colors, styles, patterns, accessories, and safety features like custom grab bars, no-slip shower floors, and seated showers. Your new Bath Wrap's bathroom is backed by a lifetime warranty and installed in as little as 1 day. Call now to set up your free, no-obligation consultation during Bath Wrap's Simply Transformative Celebration Sale.
Call 1-800-574-1197, 1-800-574-1197.
Talk 365 TV is proud to present today's Event News You Can Use segment. And welcome back to the show. Fall is in the air. The kids are at school. Cake is waiting for them when they get home. I want to talk a little bit about Antelope Island. And Antelope Island is one of those resources that we have in Utah that until you go out there, you are just shocked at the beauty.
It's so pretty out there. I love going out there.
And my first time was 35 years ago, and I went out windsurfing and you feel like you have a whole island to yourself, and it's just stark and barren, and it's amazing. The buffalo, and one of our friends, Antelope Island E-Bikes, has a concession out there where you can rent an e-bike, and they make them themselves here in Utah, and they rent them out, and they'll do tours.
Yeah.
And you can see this thing for a family vacation, just something to do that's totally different.
On a Saturday afternoon.
Give Tice and the nice folks at Antelope Island E-Bikes a call.
I know, let's get out there and go do that. That sounds really fun. It's been a while since I've been out there.
This is a plan.
Okay.
Tice, we're coming.
Another activity to do, axe throwing. Have you heard about this craze?
Well, I did it with Farrell for crowd surfing a couple months ago.
And how did you do?
I hit the target.
One time, or like straight out of the gate, or did it take
straight out of the gate? But this is a new shoulder, so I was very pleased.
So the Golden Axe just opened downtown on Pierpont, and we were invited to go down and check out their pre-launch party that they had. And I had an opportunity to talk to some of the owners and to, of course, throw axes with Andy and I. It's kind of like bowling, I compared it to. Like if you're strong enough to be able to throw a bowling ball and get that feel, you do the same. And the same thing happens competitive wise, because once you get a feel for it, then it's like you're all in. But the Golden Axe has kind of taken it up a notch because it's 21 and older, so it's got a full bar. And it's the only one with projected targets and electric scoring. There's a lot of different ways you can play modes and different games. Then on top of that, you're also able to have food and drinks. There's also video games. Basically, I chatted with Nick, who is the artistic director, because they compare this to like a real experience more than like anything else. You go in there, it's like Viking meets comic books, and the girls' bathroom is beautiful. I mean, the whole thing from decorative to hangout to the bar. He said it's basically for guys who can't dance, who need a good date. So that, if you're not going to go to a dance club and be like a rock star, you have something you can go do. You can throw axes.
I remember when I read about one of the first axe places getting a beer license.
You think it's counterintuitive, right?
Very much so, but
they very much watch you. You're only allowed so many you get a 75-minute limit on the lane. They highly recommend you make your reservation online, although walk-ins are welcome, but you're gonna wait. You can also come in and just hang out at the bar and watch people throwing axes. You have to wear closed-toed shoes. That's one of the rules that they recommend. And the food, I have to tell you before we go, the butter cake trip.
Wait,
I will break my diet for the butter cake.
You will not eat my cake.
No.
But you eat...
I will go back because it has this like honey jalapeno with vanilla ice cream, and it's a butter bunt. Their food there is amazing, as well as a full bar. It's a really good time. So if you're looking for something new and fun to do, head downtown to the Golden Axe, tell them that Holly and Talk 365 TV sent you, and give Nick a squeeze because he's so cute and the place is beautiful. Even check it out just for the decor.
And after what you just said, when we come back from this break, there will be a piece missing from this cake. We'll be back.
I won't eat it. Jared, don't you worry, I'm on my diet.
I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Then I found out the weed killer Roundup may have caused my cancer. The company knew it wasn't safe. How could they do this to people?
The Roundup manufacturer has been ordered to pay $2 billion to victims of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. If you were diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma after using Roundup, call the Goldwater Law Firm. You too may be entitled to an out-of-court settlement.
A jury ruled that the manufacturer intentionally hid the fact that Roundup causes cancer. If you were diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma after using Roundup, call us right now. You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
If you were diagnosed with this cancer after using Roundup, call the Goldwater Law Firm now. You too may be entitled to substantial compensation.
Call 1-800-439-3636. That's 1-800-439-3636. 1-800-439-3636.
Talk 365 TV's Talking Movies Now with Holly Love and Todd Summers. Sylvia, dial 911. There's a missing piece of cake here.
I wonder where
did
it
go?
went. It's
Oh.
right over there. I mean, the orange frosting is just very orange. It's good.
It's a natural color in the universe. They make it from oranges.
How about this blue? Naturally blue.
What blue fruit is there in the universe?
Blueberries.
Oh, that's how they make it.
There you go. Okay, so we are about to talk movies with Todd Summers. What to watch again, and what to watch party. But before we get to it, you wanted to tell me about the Tarantino movie, which I still haven't seen yet.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is amazing.
Is it? I've heard nothing but rave reviews.
And what's really cool is the soundtrack.
Okay.
All Tarantino movies have the best soundtracks. And this is so amazing. One of the reviewers literally goes, I have not been a fan of Bob Seger for 35 years. And after hearing 30 seconds of rambling,
How do you
gambling...
not love Bob Seger?
I think it's impossible, but this guy goes, it's now one of my favorite bands. So anyway, I would recommend this movie so highly. You know me,
But what about the bloodometer?
very minimal.
Really?
Well, it's a Tarantino
I heard
movie.
it like all happens sort of at the end.
At the end.
It's
2
like-
hours and 40 minutes in, but it is.
It's worth it? It's worth the blood?
It is so worth it.
I mean, I love Brad Pitt and DiCaprio, so, you know. there
Brad
you
Pitt
go.
is,
Amazing, beautiful, wonderful.
yeah,
all
this
those
guy's
things.
55 years old.
Killing it.
Killing it.
Killing it. Well, more movies that we recommend are coming at you right now. Todd and I are going to break it down. Here you go. Hey everybody, and welcome to our Talking Movies. I'm Holly Love and that is Todd Summers. And in this segment, we are about to tell you what to watch in theaters, what to watch again, and what to watch party this month.
Well, September is my month.
Ooh, okay, bring it.
Do you know why it's my month?
No,
September 4th, ring a bell?
your birthday?
Yeah.
It's his birthday.
And it's also football season, and I love the Utes.
Go Utes.
So, a couple great movies coming out, some long-awaited. So last year we had that hit movie, It,
Yes.
the Stephen King
I
movie.
neglected to see it.
Me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't see it. I'm not a big horror movie person.
Not either.
So this is coming out. This is It Chapter 2. And I guess the kids have now grown up. And it's Jessica Chastain is in it, James McAvoy,
Oh my.
Bill Skarsgård. So there's a lot of buzz going on about that. So that comes out on September 6th. And then after that we've got Ad Astra,
Yes.
which is the Brad Pitt movie that's being highly touted for Oscars already.
Mr. Pitt has been busy.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to see the Tarantino one with him?
Yes.
Loved it?
I loved it. Yeah, you should go see it. It's fantastic.
Before it's out of theaters.
it's
so
so
in this
good.
one, he's an astronaut, and you were telling me that it's
Yeah,
Tommy Lee Jones.
It is. Tommy Lee Jones is also in it, but it's a sci-fi movie, and I'm not sure that Brad Pitt's done a sci-fi movie.
I was just
has he?
trying to think. We know, George Clooney and Sandra Bullock, but I don't think Brad Pitt.
I don't think so either. I think this is his first, but it's already starting the buzz for the Oscar.
We read that, yes.
So yeah, I'm
It's
excited
happening.
to see that. That comes out September 20th
Okay.
in theaters.
The one that I got excited about was my girl J-Lo. She has a movie coming out September 13th, Hustlers. Cardi B is in this, which I assume it's her actorial debut.
Yeah, imagine, yeah.
And we got stripping, we got heisting, we've got Wall Street guys, we've got money. I mean, it just looks like a fun
Yeah.
film. So moving on,
Yeah.
what to watch again. Now this segment is everything that's available online, from Netflix to Hulu to Google Play to YouTube. This is just something we recommend that you check out again. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, and you should. So what do you got?
I've got, now I don't know many people remember this movie, Copland.
I do.
Do you? From
Okay, but remind
1997.
me.
It stars Sylvester Stallone, Harvey Keitel, Robert De Niro, and Ray Liotta, and a lot of other people. But you know what? This movie came out, and Sly put on a bunch of weight for it. He plays a cop in a small New Jersey town that's kind of overrun by the mob. And I think it's some of the best, honest acting I've ever seen Sylvester Stallone do.
That's what I remember about it,
Yeah.
was that he brought his A game.
Great movie, like I say, fantastic cast, and it's a great story. It's well written and directed. And then I've got As Good as It Gets. Also from 1997. That's such a great movie.
I love that movie. The dog is so cute.
Yeah.
I love it
Great
so
movie.
much.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson, Helen Hunt.
Yep.
Where did she go?
Well, I think she made 60,000 movies.
Yeah.
And then just
Took a break.
decided that she should take a well-deserved break and
Yeah.
probably bought like an island somewhere or something.
Yeah. She's in it, and then Greg Kinnear. And it's just a great.
It's one that makes you
Takes place
cry.
in New York City. It's a great story. It's
The
got
dog,
heart.
I know.
Yeah.
Nice. I
Thank
like
you.
those.
Thank you.
Okay, well, my watch again is one that I haven't seen yet, but it came out in 2018 and debuted at the Sundance Film Festival. 3 Identical Strangers. Now, Todd, do you remember the 3 Identical Twins in the 80s that were adopted out?
I do.
I totally don't remember this. I
Yeah.
think it was just maybe a smidge before my awareness time, but what do you think ethically? What was the deal with that?
I don't know. It was a study on nurture versus nature, correct?
Yeah.
And they took
Triplets.
and they went to different houses and were raised differently from different people. But they found each other, I think, at the age of 18, 19, something like that.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And came together and then spent most of the rest of their life together. But they didn't know about this study that had gone on until they started diving into it. And then they found out about it. And it illustrates the 3 different lives that each brother had. And I don't want to give anything away.
Right.
So I recommend it.
I
Good
super
movie.
want to
Good
see
film.
it. So it is available on Hulu and YouTube, Amazon Prime. Look on all of your digital platforms to be able to rent that one. It's available right now. You can check it out. All right, so now we are talking watch party. This is where you get together with your friends, or if you don't really want to, just binge out on your own, whether it's a TV series or a movie series. What you got for me?
I've got 2 names for this.
Okay.
It's either the John Wayne-a-thon or the Duke-a-thon.
Ooh.
Which one do you like?
I say both.
Okay.
Let's start with John Wayne spaghetti.
Okay, so here's what I got for because I want to mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
So my favorite John Wayne Western of all times from 1956 is The Searchers, which was directed by John Ford,
Okay.
one of the Duke's buddies. Shot in Utah, a lot of it down in the Kanab area where
Now,
we've
is
been.
this where we were when
Yes.
we went to the set of Gunsmoke
Yeah.
and we got to dance around a little back in the day, Toddy? We had so much fun.
That was a blast.
That
down
was.
there. So I've got The Searchers.
Okay.
And then from 1949, Sands of Iwo Jima. That's one of his World War II films, which has got a great supporting cast, and it's just a great war movie. And then The Quiet Man from 1952, which is also directed by John Ford, but it's where he is an American boxer and he goes back to the town where he was born in Ireland.
Oh.
And it's a great movie. Maureen O'Hara is in it with him.
Ooh,
She's a redhead.
Well, those sound really fun. I've not seen any of them.
Great movies.
So we could watch Party together.
for sure.
Have a classic movie marathon.
Sylv, you in?
Sylvs,
Okay.
you're in?
Sylv's in.
Okay, so my watch party is Queer Eye. Now, this is a revamp, reboot, whatever you want to call it, of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy that was on back in the day. Netflix has put this on, and they have the Fab Five. So you have one that is over food. You've got one who's overdressed. The one overdressing, his name's Tan. He's from here in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Really?
Well, he's Pakistani descent, but he grew up in Europe. He lives in Salt Lake City and
Really?
is married here and has owned a couple of businesses and then auditioned and got this part. He loves our state. The thing about it, they call the makeovers their heroes, and they really are. When you watch these guys and women that they are making over, it's like not just hey, let's make you
Right.
cute and put some makeup on you. It's like a life makeover.
Right.
And I'm telling you, Todd, I start crying pretty much right out of the gate. And it just goes all the way through, but it's not like a bad cry. It's like they are the coolest group of guys, and they're so inspiring the way that they've lived their life and overcome the things that they've had to overcome to be able to own who they are, and then to be able to help these other people and bring that to them.
Yeah.
It's cool, and I love it, and I recommend watching all 4 seasons back to back because you'll just enjoy the whole lot of them. You can't miss one that's not fun. So there you have it, Todd.
Yeah.
We made it through. Do you want to recap for us?
Yeah, we've got, for movies coming out in September, we've got It, Chapter 2, Ad Astra, which is the new Brad Pitt film. And then you had
Hustlers
J-Lo. With J-Lo. And then for our movies to watch again, I had Copland and As Good as It Gets. And then you had...
My watch again was 3 Identical Strangers, the documentary that came out in 2018 at Sundance, premiered.
And then I recommended a John Wayne-a-thon, and you did the...
Queer Eye. On Netflix.
Now that's kind of a John Wayne, Queer Eye, well, that's kind of a...
I think it would be a really
interesting.
fun diversity
Sylph,
watch party.
You think that could happen?
I think if we did it back to back, we would just have a really good time. Get the popcorn and the no-dos and stay up all night.
Stay up all night.
You know who really missed out on something was the no-dos. They missed an opportunity. But we are not missing opportunities, and we hope that you don't, especially when it comes to watching movies this next fall, because we've got a lot of fun ones. So if you miss any of our previous ones, check them out on our YouTube channel. And we would also love it if you would share with us what you're watching and what you want to watch, and then we would share that with you.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Tell them how they do it, Todd.
Well, all you have to do is go to social media, either your Facebook page, Talk 365 TV, or Instagram. And it's easy, just sign up right there, send it in, right?
Just tell us what you're watching, and then we'll share it on the show. Yeah. And then be sure and watch, because we'll also be doing some giveaways here in the near future.
Right. I love giveaways.
And we have been sort of hoarding some of our stuff that we've collected when we've done junkets, and we've done some cool memorabilia that we're going to bring to the table and give away, so you're going to want to watch for that in the future. In the meantime, have a wonderful time at the movies, people.
Yeah, wherever you are.
Wherever you are. Todd, thanks for joining us today. I always appreciate it. I love it so much.
Yeah, me too.
It's a blastity.
A blastity?
Blastity.
I like that.
Blastity blast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Talk 365 TV right after this.
It's Bath Wrap's Simply Transformative Celebration Sale. Call now and get $600 off your new tub or shower, plus a free designer upgrade worth $1,200. And call before the end of today's program and get a free Bath Wrap safety package. Bath Wraps can transform your tub or shower from something like this into something like this in just one day. Whether you're looking for a beautiful new tub or shower, the time is now to transform your old, outdated bathroom into the custom Bath Wrap's bathroom of your dreams. Choose from hundreds of colors, styles, patterns, accessories, and safety features like custom grab bars, no-slip shower floors, and seated showers. Your new Bath Wrap's bathroom is backed by a lifetime warranty and installed in as little as 1 day. Call now to set up your free, no-obligation consultation during Bath Wrap's Simply Transformative Celebration Sale.
Call 1-800-574-1197, 1-800-574-1197.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Diabetics understand all too well the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can immediately reduce your pain. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn about this groundbreaking new CGM technology. And if you have Medicare, you can get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how you can get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Talk 365 TV is proud to announce that Brain Rehab Clinic is the first clinic in Utah to have a gyrostim.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Holly Love, and that is Trip Mitchell. And Trip, I've got a question for you.
Certainly.
Do you remember the story from the 80s about the triplets who were separated? Do you remember that?
I do. And then they came back together, yeah.
So I don't remember. I have absolutely no memory of it. I guess, of course, we talked about this, Todd and I. There was a Madonna video. I mean, it was a huge thing. But what was your takeaway from that as far as the ethical standpoint?
Horrible in that situation, but it's nature versus nurture. Mm-hmm. And that has been a debate since time began. In other words, is it your gene pool that makes you who you are, or is it your upbringing? And there's no definitive answer on it. And this study was trying to prove that once and for all. And
did it?
No.
Okay, because obviously I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it. It's my recommendation, but it came back with nothing at the end of the day, really.
Yeah, but it made for a great documentary, and now is just a golden time for documentaries. There are so many great ones out there.
Have you seen this one?
I have not.
Well, I think it's one that we should watch because it's obviously very, very hyped and very well done. Sylvia said she was just like sucked in immediately.
The woman that I'm marrying
hates
is very,
them.
Yeah, very smart, but hates them. But she will.
You like what you like.
The Food Network. The world's worst cook.
How do you not love the Food Network?
Here is why I don't love it anymore, because when I watch it, I want to eat stuff.
Oh, it triggers your munchies.
Exactly. So,
have you watched Nailed It yet on Netflix? Oh my! They make cakes and they make them horribly, and it goes horribly wrong, and they win money for doing the best at being the worst. And that is definitely one I recommend watching because it is so much fun. The host on that, she is so adorable, and her team that works with her. Amazing show. Yeah,
there is so much great television out there. Jeopardy every evening on KJazz.
That is true. On air is still huge and amazing.
Yeah, Jeopardy is. I remember watching Jeopardy as a kid with my grandmother, and she said to me, "If you want to be smart, you have to master the show." And the guy who beat Ken Jennings for the record is a Las Vegas sports bettor that I know. He was in our movie that I did 2 years ago.
Interesting.
Yeah, and this guy went out and won, I don't know how many in a row, but literally, how smart do you have to be?
So how good do you do? Did you take Grandma's advice?
I do pretty well.
When you watch Jeopardy, you can hold your own with Trebek?
Yeah, I mean, you can't. He never mispronounces a word.
Well, it's his job.
I know.
And he's been doing it for a very long time. That show, in fact, Savannah brought it up to Andy, was like, how long has that show been on? And so we jumped on because, of course, they have it streaming online as well as airing the new shows on KJazz right here. And we went back. It's 30 years.
No, it's more than that.
Is it more than 30?
A lot more.
I mean, it was 30 seasons that we were able to see. Maybe not all of them are streaming.
It goes way back. Art Fleming, I think, was the first host, but I could be wrong. It goes way back, because literally back in the 60s. But
I love all the game show reboots that are happening. I love that was what they did with this summer instead of all the crazy reality TV.
Well, you know why? It's cheap.
It's fun. I say cheap and fun, we might as well have it all, right?
Well, let's do this again.
Make everybody happy. I think we should do this again. You're cheap and fun. Your cake was cheap and fun.
It is. We'll see you next time. For Holly Love, I'm Trip Mitchell. Have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone.